Okay, hello everyone. We back. Yesterday we went to San Jose, and it turns out that they practically are done with the remodeling, and it looks very nice. Have you seen the photos? It's very nice. I'm so impressed. So thank you, San Jose people, for putting in such good work and hard work. And it's paying off. We're very grateful. And not only that, they've been supportive the whole time. It's not that, a lot of people made a lot of sacrifices to make it happen. We're very grateful for that. And not only that, for whatever time they could squeeze in to do the practice, they progress as well. This is the idea of cultivation, by the way. It's you create blessings for yourself, and then apply those blessings, take advantage of those blessings by cultivating. When you have blessing and you cultivate, you will make progress. Okay? I hope you figure it out by now. Whether you meditate, whether you recite the Buddha's name, it's the same thing. You first create blessings. If you don't have blessings, nothing is going to happen. If you don't create more blessings than before, you will not progress, you will not move from where you are forward. Does it make sense? I mean, it's so intuitive, and how come people don't explain that to you? Well, we haven't for the last 15 years. So it's time that we tell you the truth. Okay? Because when we first started, people will be upset when you tell them, hey, you have to create blessings. They say, I have a lot of blessings. What are you talking about? Okay? So, understand the formula. Whatever you want to do, you first create blessings. And it's no surprise that the San Jose people made progress by leaps and bounds because they put in a lot of work. They supported the temple and they pitched in without being asked. Okay? All right, so that's why this year has been very special. I'm very pleased, and this is why it's happening, is because many of you contributed significantly, made significant contributions, and that's why you progressed. Okay, and then in contrast, the people who cultivate, who practice, and who don't create enough blessings, their progress is very, very slow. And actually, you have to realize that we create typically more offenses than what we are creating blessings. So that's why you're not careful. You will not only make progress, we also actually will regress. In particular, if you create heavy offenses on purpose, you will regress. Never mind about progressing. Okay? So keep it up. You don't think that it happens by coincidence. The reason that this year I'm very pleased with the progress at our way places is because most of you have the opportunities and chose to participate and contribute to these projects, and it's happening at the same time. We're opening 2 new way places at the same time, and people at those 2 way places made progress. Okay, And then we also just finished the 9-week Chan Qi. And people here also made progress as well. So I'm very, very pleased. Everyone made progress. You finally, when I tell you, some of you, I told you that you made progress individually. That means you've been doing something right. Okay? Keep it up. That's what you do. The reason I tell you you progress and you improve is because not only just to certify you, but also to encourage you, to remind you you've been doing something right. That's why you made progress. Okay? It's not as commonplace as you think. Many people didn't make progress. All right, and then we also finished our internal relics exhibit, when we brought out some new relics for you to worship, to pay respect to, and plant blessings. Okay, and I can still see here some of the display cases that's still around the Buddha Hall here. Anyway, it was an internal exhibit, and only for our internal people only. And even though it's only for internal purposes, you put in a lot of work as well to adorn and decorate and arrange for the display. For that, I'm very grateful as well. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And the good news also is I heard that some of you had new babies, Sharira babies. Is that correct? Huh? Tutha? What happens here, your body? No, did she have some relics or something? Huh? They appeared to her. How come it never happens to me? Huh? Wait. What do you know? Shirara, what do you know? Why don't you guys gossip? I thought that's what we do here, Wei Mountain Temple.
So Tuha said that in the morning she found 3 Shirara that fell off from her clothes.
Fell off from her clothes?
From her clothes that fell off to the floor, and it's yellow color.
Yellow color, 3 Shiraras.
3 Shirara. And she doesn't know
How
whether
big? How
it's
small?
real or not.
Small or big?
It's the size of the green bean, the small mung bean.
The small mung bean, that's pretty big, huh? Old monk, that's big. Wow. She's an externalist, right? She does yoga. I still see her doing, head plants and headstands in the Buddha Hall. So when I was at the city of 10,000 Buddhas, we were reciting the Buddha's name. There's some externalist visitors who would walk in. You know what they did? He walk around. He goes, who's sucking in our energy. He's very smart. He recognized that our energy was so positive that he said, this is great energy. I want to suck it in. So he's walking around the Buddha Hall, circumambulating. For 3 shariras, 3 big mung bean shariras, that's impressive. Yellow too, okay? And also, Korean lily also have some shariras as well, no? Huh? She had shariras too? 3 shariras, or how many shariras?
하나 주셨는데요. 2개가 더 생겼어요.
I didn't
그
get that.
안에서, 병 안에서.
Oh, I had this. No microphone?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I received 1 and then I have 2.
Oh, he was given 1 by the old monk, I understand, or by who gave it to him?
글쎄 제가 이제 한번 이렇게 체크업을 해보고 거기 이렇게 닦아주려고 그랬는데 2개가 우연히 더 있는 것 같아요. 그래서
근데 어느 분이 주셨어요? 현지 스님이 주셨어요? 누가 주셨어요? 예?
그럽시소.
누가 주셨지? 현지 스님이요?
그래.
So Venerable Shincher gave it to her.
Oh, the old monk gave 1 to her. Wow, he spoiled you. What color?
무슨 색깔입니까?
What color did you give her, huh? Old monk.
노스님 무슨 색깔 사리를 주셨어요?
You remember?
릴리 씨에게
What color did
기억하십니까?
he give you?
릴리 씨 무슨 색깔이었어요?
물고기?
파란색이라고요? I cannot hear the master.
The color 물고기, brown. Orange. Orange.
오렌지
no,
색깔이요.
레드 컬러. 빨간.
Red color.
Red.
Oh, and then you have 2 babies. What color? What color?
워낙 하나 색깔은 레드 컬러, 빨간색.
Okay, the original one is the red color.
And the 2 ones, new ones are?
같은 컬러예요. 레드.
Same color
네.
as red.
Same color. Same size of big,
같은
same size.
네.
Wow. Congratulations. All you who have new relics, congratulations. Yeah. What does it mean, old monk? Have you figured out what it means? Yet? Blue.
Cái phước báo của cô ấy. Giờ kỳ trước con nghe cô Vicky nói hòa thượng Tiến Hóa nó màu đỏ là cũng như là có được chút xíu trí tuệ. Chưa có enlightenment nhưng mà cũng có trí tuệ.
Okay, translation.
Master, I guess it's her blessing that she has baby Shirara, and then I remember Vicky said from Master YongHua message is red is wisdom, so she has wisdom, not enlightenment yet, but has wisdom.
Is that right, Vicky? I don't think so. This old monk here has bad memories.
Master,
What did Master YongHua tell you?
but that was only regards to the
This
babies.
again, Vicky's in coming to us from the parking lot.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm in the white car.
yeah, the white car. Yeah, the one parked in the parking lot right there. All right.
I think the color scheme has to do with the babies from the tooth.
Right.
So I don't know if those are the babies from our tooth.
Right. But what did he say the red stands
I don't
for?
remember, Master. I gave you the papers.
I don't remember either. You know what I do with things people give me? Unless it's money, I throw it away.
I'm sorry.
All right. Let me tell you, let me explain to you. This is for you to understand. Okay. Red is Chan. Okay. Yeah. So So, for example, Lily got the red relics for some reason, and then, so it's from the old monk who gave him the red relics, whatever the reason, we are not sure. But for her to have 2 babies of red colors means what, huh, old monk? See, this is a Buddhist miracle. You guys, the Catholics from the sisters, Victorina, will make a big deal out of this and build a church or have people come and do pilgrimages, and Apple would be like the guide going around saying, here we have a miracle that happened in 2011. Okay? Yeah.
Cái con đưa cho cô ấy, con không có lựa mà cũng không có tính cái gì hết, nhưng mà nghĩ là cái duyên cổ được cái màu đỏ, vậy là như thầy nói cái màu. Rồi bây giờ 2 ngôi con cũng cùng một màu là nó xác định cái duyên với cái blessing của cổ nó đúng như vậy.
Right.
When I gave her the Shirara, I didn't pick or choose at all, and then I think it's because of her affinity that's why she has a red Shirara, and then the baby also come out red. It means that it's her blessing.
So yes, the first red color is a coincidence. He just happened to pick a red. Okay. But the significant thing is that the 2 babies are red. Okay, it means that we're gossiping today, right? We're not going to say anything important today. We talk about miracles at Wei Mountain Temple, and make sure we take photos of these people as proof that miracles will happen at our church. Okay. The 2 red ones, the baby, okay, usually you have to understand these Shriras appear because it's a manifestation of the good work, the contribution that you make. Okay, it's a reflection of your blessings. You did something that contributed to the Dharma. That's why you have new babies. And our environment is different. In our temple, unless you do something important, we won't have shariras. Okay? All right, so in her case here, I would take a wild guess, just a wild guess, that she converted 2 people into our Chan. I don't know who. Your guess is good as mine. Okay? They believe now. They believe. Yes or no? Those 2 people, they believe. Before they didn't believe. Now, because of her cultivation, because of her changes as a person, she improved, by the way. You feel you improved at all? You feel happier inside, yes? Less afflicted, happier. So that's why. People, people look. It's funny. People like from Victorina's background, they look for Shariras as a miracle. I look at your changes as a miracle. It's very difficult to see it happen, because typically, for example, I met with a person in San Jose, and he's been learning Chan, been studying Chan and investigating Chan. Master says, Shino's Chan, mind you, okay? And he even followed the Tibetan for a while. And so he came to the temple and looked at him and said, I heard through the grapevine that his interest was to, after listening to our videos, my videos, Chan video, he says, his interest right now is to enter first dhyana. First dhyana after 10 years. He's exposed to Master Shinhua's Chan 10 years ago, practiced on his own, okay, or whatever. He went to the We Not Clear. And then he went, because nothing happened, so he went to follow some Tibetan somewhere up north. Nothing happened, so he came. And he says, what do you want? Because a miracle? What kind of miracle? So I said, first dhyana. Okay? Think about it. 10 years. Just like Master Xianjie, when he first came to our temple 40 years ago, he was doing soon 10 years. His regular Korean teacher, 10 years. I said, and I was very blunt because I met him at Silai Temple. When he bugged me, I was eating lunch, enjoying my food. I snuck out of Lu Mountain Temple, went to Silai Temple to get away from the Vietnamese food for a change. And then he saw me sitting by myself. He came over and said, hey man, what's happening? Something like that. And we talked a little bit. He says, where are you going? He says, I'm going to my master's temple to practice intensively. I've been doing it for 10 years. Look at him and said, how come you have zero samadhi? I was so blunt. So more or less I insulted him, but he wouldn't give up. He said, what is samadhi? Really, samadhi? What is samadhi? So anyway, so I told, so that guy that we met, the gentleman we met, Chako, I told my disciple, I said, all he has to do is come to our temple regularly for 2 months. I guarantee he'll enter first dhyana. If not, go back to the Tibetans. Don't waste time. Okay, so it's very difficult for people because for some reason in our environment, people have been making progress by leaps and bounds. Many people, so it's pretty impressive. Results speak for themselves. When you do things right in this environment, you will make progress. Okay, that's all there is to it. Okay, you don't make progress because you're not doing something. You're doing something wrong. That's all. You figure it out. And what about the yellow from the tu'a? Ô Măng, why the yellow?
Với Đức Phật, con nhớ thầy nói lâu rồi là là hòa thượng nói con quên rồi, là màu vàng là cái indication of Pureland.
Why? Why 3? From her clothes.
Dạ, con không biết, nhưng mà cách mấy bữa nay trước đó chút là cô hiền hội ngồi đây là cũng trừ trên cái vạt áo ra mà màu đỏ.
What? Xin Huệ have one too? When?
Hai ngôi nhỏ.
When?
Ngồi nói chuyện với con, với vợ chồng Peter với 5-6 người, nhưng bữa đó có cô
When?
Cô Shirara nữa, thì cô vuốt
Shirara
nó rớt ra. Yeah.
Okay, what size? Big or small?
Lớn gấp đôi, gấp 3 cái xá lợi quyết thôi, nhưng mà màu đỏ.
Okay, so smaller than mung bean, but bigger than a hair pour.
Cũng từ trên vạt áo cô đó.
And also from her clothes. It fell out like that.
Dạ, trước mặt con với vợ chồng
In
Peter
front of
với cô
everyone?
Sarah. Dạ.
What were you talking about? Xin Hui, really? You? Novice, really? That's not possible. In our world, novices don't count. Okay? Wow, that's impressive. Wow. Who did you convert? Let me see. Don't say anything. Daniel. The Christian. He still refuses to take refuge with me, you know that? Impressive. So that girl that converted someone, and someone believed in Chan now because of her. That's what it means. Okay? Is that clear? Now you know all my secrets. This is why the relics happened, because whatever she did really convinced people that the Chan is real. Probably somewhere in Canada or something, we don't know. Only one, right? Two? No. She says two, but babies, it's not as big as as the Korean ones. This is Canadian Chan. We have Korean Chans, different. What about yellow? You don't know what yellow? Yellow, yes, is Pureland. YouTube has a comment.
Dewey says, Master, my wife said we have one baby yellow small Sharira.
Who?
Dewey Nguyen.
Say it again.
Dewey Nguyen.
Repeat.
Dewey Nguyen.
You know what Dui means in Vietnamese? You have to be careful, my young friend. Dui means you're blind in Vietnamese. Stop insulting the Vietnamese. We got to teach this guy Vietnamese too. So what did Dewey say again?
He said, my wife said we have one baby yellow small Sharira.
One baby yellow small Shirara. How small? The size matters. It correlates to the weight. Sorry. That's very good. Yellow is those people. Those people either are in the Pure Land or on the way to the Pure Land. The spheres, the relics do not lie, let me tell you. It's Shakyamuni Buddha's way of signaling to us our relics. I'm not talking about someone else's relics. Do you know that I told you, old monk, the relics are not the same. The Buddhist relics, like he says, we have that pink ball there, okay? And that his another guy has also got that as well. It has no effects whatsoever. It comes over to our pink ball and it heals whatever. Okay, so the relics, depending on who the guardians is, have different properties. It's not the same. So in other words, when the relics change hands, the properties change. Case in point, in early days, when we had a lot of relics coming to Lu Mountain Temple, a lot of people came and gave us relics. I look at them, and some of them are like from Tibetans, monks. I look at them and say, "Ooh, doesn't look very appealing to me." Okay, the energy is all wacky. Okay, Buddha's relics. Just like I went to their relics in, that Maitreya project. I went to there, and that's during the crisis. We have nothing. We need distraction. So I brought Xian Jie and Xian Shun to go. He drove to San Bernardino or something like that, to the Maitreya project, and I saw them and said, something is off. We're talking about Buddha's relics, Arhat's relics, and so forth. It's off because they handled by who? Lay people. Yuck. That's why when we allow people to touch the pink ball, his sister and the people said, "Don't do that because you cannot allow people to touch the relics." It's true. That's very true. You don't allow people to touch relics because it affects the relics. Okay? So you allow them. Now you have to hold the relics for a few years to recover. Okay. Anyway, so after for some reason, a guy, I got some relics from a guy from Hong Kong who was first stage Arhat. He has such a bad attitude. His relics are so dark. The energy is so black. It's Buddha's relics, mind you. Okay? And they have since evolved. They changed now. So when I tell you these things, because I observed them, it's not by imagination. Yes, YouTube.
Kenny KK asks, if someone gives you a Sharira, is it still your blessings?
Yes, absolutely. If someone gives you some relics and you still have them, then it's your blessings. If you given relics and you don't have blessings, they'll disappear. You can't keep them. Yes, old monk.
Cái nhóm mà người Hoa ở đây đó, nói là xá lợi Thái Lan của họ nhiều lắm đó. Thì họ cũng có xá lợi toàn thân nhưng mà không có áp phê gì hết. Nhưng mà khi mình để xá lợi toàn thân lên, cái ông chủ của cái nhóm đó là cái chân đang không thấp nó hết. Năm nay họ tới nữa. Thứ hai đó là trong nhóm họ thổ lộ là họ chia trong số thân hữu bạn bè đó, thì có một ông cho xong đi mất. Thì cuối cùng trong nhóm phát hiện ra anh này anh bán cần sa. Đi mất luôn.
Translation. I don't dare translate this because it's this advertisement. I'm kidding.
We have a group of Chinese people that came to visit our temple during Relics, and this group, they have a lot of Shirara from Thailand. And they also have the whole body Shirara, but it doesn't do doesn't have any impact on them. But when they came, and then I put our whole body Shirara to bless them, and the guy that has the pain in the leg, the pain disappeared.
Whole body relics? Really? Oh, wow. Impressive.
And then in that group, they have a lot of relics, so they distribute among themselves.
You mean the one in the display? That we put away?
So one guy, he also have relics, But then later on, the group found out that all of his Shirara disappeared. And it turned out that he sell drugs, marijuana.
Really? Lu Mountain Temple, on the street, there's some sellers of marijuana, and our relics are still there. We provide a safe grounds for them to do business. Well, they are gone now since the last couple of years. Anyway, and that's interesting, huh? Okay. So you see, so that's why I knew it for. I've known it for a long time now. I didn't say anything. Now I'm gonna tell you that these are very auspicious signs that you're doing something right and you're making a difference. Each guardian has different effects on the relics, so they're not the same at all. The relics are not the same. Our relics originally were Hinayana. Now we have a Mahayana relics collection. Truly is Mahayana. Okay? And yes, sister? No.
Master, what makes it Mahayana and not Hinayana anymore?
They what?
What makes them Mahayana relics now?
Because we Mahayana, we're the Mahayana guardians. They came from the Hinayana people, so they actually are Hinayana energy. So now they take on the Mahayana properties. Look, well, children are near you. They take on your energy, yes? That's what happens to relics as well. Make sense? It's intuitive. And before I close, I also have some miracles. May I tell you about miracles? My miracles? It's kind of not impressive, but I'm so kind of embarrassed to talk about it. I just found out last week only that it's like last year I went over to visit I cannot tell you where to protect people's privacy. But I came for a visit to this house, this family, to pay my respect. And we're talking and talking. Oh, it was a very short visit. I say about 15 minutes. About 4 or 5 of us, Sanghans. After we left, okay. They discovered right underneath my where I sat, not in the clothes of these people, right underneath, on the chair, right underneath where I sat, on my chair, on the chair, over 50 relics. 50. Yeah. In 10, 15 minutes. Well, actually 20. Please, control yourself. Okay. Let me see. I cannot show you the photo. It's right here. Far. Okay. Okay. I cannot show you because then you can. Anyway, and it's very significant. 50 relics. I sat on them. That's why it's embarrassing. I sat on the relics. And I like to think that they appeared after I left. Because a monk here, this guy is incredible. Relics, he rains relics wherever he goes. So I said, how come it never happens to me? It never rains relics wherever I go. Okay? Finally, I sat on relics. Like a chicken. So kind of cool. The monk now feels pressured. Go ahead.
Tại cái
The proof is that I didn't discover them. They discovered them. And they never made a big deal until like last week. And they brought it up and said, it happened. Yes, go ahead, Blue.
tại cái thầy nói với cái lại tiểu thừa đại thừa đó, thì rất là đúng là bây giờ thầy nói còn mới nhớ là cái sư bà Pháp Đạt á, là con của ông đại sứ Anh mà hồi xưa ở Việt Nam á, bây giờ bà già rồi bà tu. Thì khi bà ngồi nói chuyện với mình, xá lợi cũng sanh ra, nhưng mà toàn là xá lợi xương không à. Rất là thấp.
Her relics are very poor quality, let me tell you. I'm not impressed. It's like a translation.
Master, when you talk about Shirara of Hinayana and Shirara of Mahayana, I remember there's an venerable nun, old nun, Pháp Đạt in Vietnam.
She's a fourth stage Arhat.
When she speak Dharma, when she talk to people, Shirara appear a lot, but most of it are bones Shirara.
Stone
Shirara.
Stone and bone Shiraras. Mostly stone and bone. Okay? And those are I saw them. I was there. Yeah. She has a bad attitude. Yeah. So I wasn't impressed. I was never impressed by her. Yeah. Because no wisdom. Anyway, so these the bone manifestation, the solid manifestations are especially from hers. The ones from hers are basically raw Hinayana. Yeah. Ours more refined. Okay, yeah. But also ours much more sophisticated because we have colors. Colors carries very important meaning. I'm not going to explain to you the meaning of all the colors, but the colors are very important. The colors are Shakmun, the Buddha, Shakmuni Buddha's certification for us. For us, for our Dharma. I say no more. It's the Buddha's certification, people. They appear for a reason. Like they appear for that Korean girl right there, or Canadian girl, or Republican girl. She's very Republican. It doesn't matter what you tell her. Okay, it's cool. That's all I can tell you today. Okay, enough gossiping today. Let's take a break and come back and do the lunch offering. Thank you. Thank you all.